Next, let us see performance criteria. Voice quality. Voice quality is one of the performance criteria. Voice quality is very hard to judge without subjective tests for users' opinions. In this technical area, engineers cannot decide how to build a system without knowing the voice quality that will satisfy the users. In military communications, the situation differs. Armed forces personnel must use the assigned equipment. Circuit merit. For any given commercial communication system, the voice quality will be based on the following criterion. A set value X at which Y% of customers rate the system voice quality. A set value X at which Y% of customers rate the system voice quality from transmitter to receiver as good or excellent. A set value X at which Y% of customers rate the system voice quality from transmitter to receiver as good or excellent. 5 grades of circuit merit are listed below. CM1, CM2, CM3, CM4 and CM5. CM1, unsatisfactory, speech not understandable. CM2, score 2, poor. CM3, fair. CM4, good. CM5, excellent. CM1, score 1, unsatisfactory, speech not understandable. CM2, score 2, poor. Speech understandable only with considerable effort. Frequent repetitions needed. CM3, score 3, fair. Speech understandable with a slight effort. Occasional repetitions needed. CM4, score 4, good. Speech easily understandable, some noise. CM5, score 5, excellent. CM5, score 5, excellent. Speech perfectly understandable. The average of the CM scores obtained from all the listeners is called mean opinion score, abbreviated as MOS. Usually, the total quality voice is around MOS greater than or equal to 4. Another service quality. 3 items. Service quality. 3 items are required for service quality. 1. Coverage. The system should serve an area as large as possible. However, because of irregular terrain configurations, it is usually not practical to cover 100% of the area for 2 reasons. The reasons are given below. The transmitted power would have to be very high to illuminate weak spots with sufficient reception, a significant added cost factor. The higher the transmitted power, the harder it becomes to control interference. Therefore, systems usually try to cover 90% of an area in flat terrain and 75% of an area in hilly terrain. Required grade of service. For a normal startup system, the grade of service is specified for a blocking probability of 0.02 for initiating calls at the busy hour. This is an average value. However, the blocking probability at each cell site will be different. At the busy hour, near freeways, automobile traffic is usually heavy, so the blocking probability at certain cell sites may be higher than 2%, especially when car accidents occur. Decreasing blocking probability requires a good system plan and a sufficient number of radio channels. Number of dropped calls. During Q calls in an hour, if a call is dropped and Q-1 calls are completed, the call drop rate is 1 by Q. This drop rate must be kept below. A high drop rate could be caused by either coverage problems or handoff problems related to inadequate channel availability or weak reception. Special features. A system would like to provide as many special features as possible, such as call forwarding, call waiting, voice stored box, automatic roaming, short message service SMS, multimedia service MMS, push to talk PTT, or navigation services. However, sometimes the customers have to pay extra charges for these special services.